back to That Kevin Show with Kevin McCullough.
Welcome back to Times Square. Kevin McCullough, That Kevin Show. Coming up in the Music Spotlight tonight, it is Alex Mabey, M-A-B-E-Y. I don't know why that's spelled that. I'm going to ask her about it, but she's got two brand new singles for us tonight before we're done. And in Assignment Desk weekend tonight, we go tripping in T Square again. We're gonna ask some everyday people from the middle of the busiest intersection on planet Earth if they know some of the basic facts about just about anything. You want to stick around. It's going to be a lot of fun. We continue, though, with Julie Hartman, who joins us from her luscious, spacious Southern California spread, the Hartman Estate, as it's known. Julie, thanks for being with us. We live in a fairly binary political universe. It's, my tribe versus your tribe, and we're right and you're wrong, and that's the end of the story. I've never felt like that was the healthiest way for us to solve problems. But if you were queen president for the day, what would you do? How would you change the equation? What improvements would you like to see that could develop a dialogue along a different path that might actually benefit the world instead of tearing it apart?
Well, I just try to lead by example, and I think we underestimate that as conservatives. Just in your own life, being an example of someone who is actually tolerant, who values diversity of opinions, who can disagree respectfully. Again, we underestimate that. When I was at Harvard, I just thought there will be people that I will hopefully influence who will never admit they're being influenced by me. And every day I just have to carry myself with a conduct that I'm proud of and hope that will make an impact. I do think we've gotten way too political, especially my generation. I've seen politics become a way for people to obtain meaning. And I feel that politics is the wrong source to pull that meaning from. And specifically, leftism provides a lot of people in my generation with a sense of purpose. If they don't know what to do with their lives, they don't know what gives them a sense of purpose in the world, they'll go out and participate in a climate change protests or go march for Black Lives Matter. That's not where our energy should be being funneled. So on my show Timeless, as I mentioned, I like to bring up non-political subjects to reignite a sense of meaning and interest in the world that doesn't have to do with our political affiliation. I mentioned Machiavelli. I talked about Islam. I talk about helicopter parenting. I talked about the origin of language. How did different dialects emerge? I talked about owls on one episode. Just fun, interesting topics so we can see that we have more to relate to with each other.
I've always thought very similarly, and I'm more than twice your age, so I've been around a long time. But if you strip down the labels, if you take the labels away from the everyday conversations about the biggest issues that our government and society is facing, and you strip away Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative, progressive, MAGA, whatever the two opposite ends of all, if you strip it all away and you talk about concepts, individual responsibility, owning your mistakes, having incentives for your benefit to exceed and to do excellent with, you start to find mass amounts of agreement on things across the board. It is when you just drop in those qualifiers that people go, ugh, I'm not that. And I think that there's some degree of encouragement from that reality and also discouragement from that reality, because I would like to hope that we could have a dialogue that deals on the substance and not on the frivolous packaging, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I hope that one day we can get there, but people view disagreement in a mean way as their divine providence, as their right to, and indeed their responsibility to exercise over conservatives. I was having dinner with a relative who I haven't seen recently. My grandma was at the dinner and he started yelling at me and calling me a fascist. And I'm thinking,
this was your relative?
this is a relative, and I'm thinking, not in my immediate family, my extended family, and I'm thinking, what gives you the right to disrupt a family dinner with my grandma here? And it's just what I said. It's that they view getting in conservatives' face, letting conservatives know how evil we are, as their responsibility to do. I mean, look, I may not be conservative if I lived in another country. In another country, I may want to progress away from the established norms. But in a country like the United States, with all of our blessings and privileges and freedoms, who the heck wouldn't want to conserve this?
Watch her on Timeless on the Salem News Channel. You can see it on snc.tv. You can download it on any app. Any screen in the world can get it. Julie, it's been a delight to have you with us. Please come back.
Oh, I will. It's been a delight to be with you. Thank you.
You got
Ready
it.
or not, we'll be right back. That Kevin